We are at the Apple store. You could pan back to me. I am trying the Apple Vision Pro, the $4,000 futuristic technology device for the very first time today with a 30-minute demo. And my number one question is, how good does reality look when you're looking through those 8K screens? All right, time to try it.
Yep, exactly. Cinch it. Yep. Now, you want to make sure when you're adjusting it, make sure it doesn't feel too tight, like stable and balanced between your forehead and your cheeks. The tight.
You don't want it to be tight, you said?
You want it to be snug.
Okay.
Very snug, as much as you can. Yep. Press and hold the digital crown there so it can align properly until you get green check mark. Perfect.
Jack, does it feel heavy?
Oh.
Does it feel heavy though?
No, it's light.
It's light? It doesn't actually feel heavy?
No, I get what Casey said.
Yeah.
No, Max. Max.
I just got done finishing the Apple Vision Pro demo, and oh my goodness, the Apple Vision Pro is legit. Like, if it was like $750, I would drop that money right now and get it. But at $4,000, I don't have that money, especially when I don't have a car yet. But I'll give more thoughts later. Let's dive deeper into my visual cortex on what I saw with my Apple Vision Pro demo. It's a 30-minute, mostly script type of session with an Apple Store employee. But since I got to see the demo with my brother beforehand, I went off script and got to try a couple different things, such as like the Breathe meditation app, which I was dying to try, and I'll give you those thoughts in a second. But first, let me answer the question that I inserted for myself at the beginning of this video, and how does reality look through the Vision Pro? And I gotta say, it actually looks like reality. And this is honestly one of the weirdest things when you first put on the headset. You think that it'll be like a Quest 2. When I tried it, the reality looked horrendous. It looked like 720p, 1080p, what I was looking through. But now, looking through the Vision Pro, I honestly feel like, yes, I'm wearing something and you can feel the weight and it's a tad too thick, and then there's a battery hanging out, that's going to be outdated fast. But when you look through the Vision Pro screens, you feel like they're your own eyes after a while and a tad bit of adjustment. Like, I'm looking at the Apple Store employee talking with him, and I feel like I'm just there naturally, but he doesn't look at me the same way because I have this like burden of like a 3-inch thick goggles things on my eyes. So I gotta say, that was honestly one of the most impressive things with the Vision Pro. And overall, this is an amazing first product, and Apple has a hit with this one. I'm extremely excited for future releases, and Vision Pro does have a long way to go because Spotify isn't on the device at all. Netflix isn't on the device at all. There's zero shareability. So like, if you're wearing Vision Pro with your family or your partner, you can't see what they're looking at all. So you can't have a shared movie experience in the Vision Pro. And I feel like that would be awesome when Apple adds that capability at some point in the future. I didn't even get to try Personas, which are kind of creepy, but also awesome tech. And then this was the most excited I've been for an Apple product since AirPods back in 2016. So it's been a while since Apple, quote unquote, innovated. And I got to say, like, the gestures, like controlling the device with the Vision Pro was so intuitive. And you could like try and like tap with your middle finger and thumb, and like that didn't detect anything. So you had to do it with your index and your thumb. And there's obviously concerns for accessibility. Like, what if you don't have any fingers? I don't know what Apple does with that. Maybe you just have to wait for the Neuralink. But just swiping and expanding windows and moving them in space, like, you truly feel like a screen is now in reality when you have the Vision Pro on. And you could like multitask with Safari on one side and Apple Music on the other. And I wish I could like screen record what I was seeing, but I wasn't able to do that because you can't access Control Center in the demo. But honestly, I was floored by the Vision Pro. Like, it lives up to the hype without a doubt. My brother came out like saying the exact same things as me. We were both severely impressed. My dad tried it, and he's like very kind of ancient and just not really accustomed to new technology. I mean, he's all for electric cars, but the Vision Pro is just a whole nother step of technology that he has to get used to. And it took him a little bit to get used to the gestures. It wasn't really intuitive for him at first, but I think it's just like removing the home button from the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 8 to the iPhone X generation. The gesturing, it just feels so Apple, and Apple nailed it. Like, I could see why Casey Neistat and MKBHD, they were all so hyped, because this product truly is legit. And besides the cool Vision Pro demo, I got to try some other neat Apple products like the Apple Watch Ultra with my iconic solar dial watch face, and the Apple 15 Pro, which is the only iPhone that can record spatial video. And honestly, like, the spatial video was insane. Like, there, you watch this cake video in the demo, and you could truly see like the 3D-ness of it, and you could feel like the cake is right in front of you, and the people and the kids blowing out the candles on the cake are like farther away. And it's wacky, but it works so well. And are the use cases there yet? It's kind of like an iPad with multiple screens, like an iPad connected with multiple monitors that you could control with just your eyes and hands and never touch the iPad display. That's kind of what it is right now. So the use cases are limited. I never got to try the external display with my MacBook, but the Vision Pro is exciting, and I'm here for future versions. I don't really know how Apple can make this cheaper, because I know this was like rumored to have technology that costs around $1,700, and that's without incorporating R&D and the gross margin. Apple probably ideally wants to have like around 30% or whatever on their hardware. So does removing like the eyesight display, I don't know, the onboard speakers, does that somehow get it to 1,500 in the near future? We'll see, but I think the next version will be a couple years away before the Apple Vision Pro 2 or Apple Vision 1 in general. But I'm excited. This was awesome, and I totally recommend going out to an Apple store. Both me and my brother had the same idea of wanting to take our friends to go try this because of how revolutionary this is.
I'm so excited.
Okay.